Well, we thought it would be really interesting in the context of a documentary festival to see if we could sort of work out how to persuade people that what you're saying is really true. So we thought, who better to ask but a magician? So could you please welcome Anthony Owen?
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask 6 people to stand up. If I ask you to stand, please stand up quickly, and don't worry, I'm not going to embarrass anybody. You are number 1. If you could stand up for me, please. You're number 1. Stand up for me, please. Yep, thank you. And the gentleman just there, you're number 2. Stand up for me, please. The gentleman in the white shirt with the beard, stand up for me, please. You're number 3. The lady there with the hair, you're number 4. Stand up for me, please. Thank you. On the aisle, just there in the yellow T-shirt, if you could stand up for me, please. You're number 5. And finally, the lady there with the red hair and the glasses, if you can stand up, you are number 6. Here's what I want the 6 of you to do. In your minds, not out loud, I want each of you to think of a number right now between 1 and 49. That all makes sense to you, yes? Yeah? A number in your mind between 1 and 49. You all have that, yes? You can speak to me, yes? Yes? I'm going to give you one chance to change your mind. You don't have to change your mind, but if you want to change your mind, you get one chance to do that. You can do that now. You all have a number, yes? Okay. I'm going to ask you for your numbers, but please stay standing for me. And those of you that are sitting, I want you to remember the numbers of the people who are standing closest to you. I'm going to jot down those 6 numbers. Your number, please? 4. Now, if by chance one of the other people standing has chosen the same number as you, don't worry about it. Just quickly change your mind, pick a different number. Your number, please?
7.
Number 7. 4 and 7, yes? 45.
84.
So number between 1 and 49. That's fine. That's okay. Change your mind. Pick. Sorry? 47. 49. 33, yes? 33. 4, 7, 45, 47, 49, and 33. Just going to pop those 6 numbers into numerical order. So that's 4, 7, 33, 45, 47, and 49. 4, 7, 33, 45, 47, and 49. Now, here's the amazing thing. Would you mind just popping up on stage, helping me? Just, yeah. Step up here. You're going to be the eyes of the audience, because here's the amazing thing. On my way here to Sheffield today, I actually bought a ticket for this week's National Lottery draw. And if I were to read out the 6 numbers that are printed across the middle of that ticket, you probably wouldn't believe me. And that's where you come in. I'm going to read out the 6 numbers that are on that ticket that's inside the zippered compartment of my wallet that's been in my pocket the whole time. And if by chance you 6 should hear your number, I want you to sit down and start the applause. Nice and loud. If you could read out the 6 numbers that are on this ticket into the microphone. The numbers are
4, 7, 33, 45, 47, 49.
Thank you very much. So that's what I used to do before I transformed. I used to be a performing magician, and then I became a program maker. I now work in television and in digital stuff as well. Working behind the scenes with magicians. I've been the executive producer on Darren Brown's programs on Channel 4 since 2000. I make a kids' magic show for children's BBC that's in its 2nd season called Help My Supply Teacher is Magic, where we put hidden cameras in primary schools and we tell the kids they've got a new supply teacher, but what they don't know is actually it's a magician, and magical stuff starts happening in the classroom, and it's a lot of fun. And I've worked with lots of magicians over the years, and I've been having fun doing some digital stuff recently as well. So what the guys wanted me to do was to talk about how does a magician, and how do TV magicians in particular, in the 21st century, how do you compete with the age that we live in, where everything is digital and anything is possible? So I'm going to share with you something that we did for the BBC, for BBC Three about 5 years ago, as an online project, and I'm actually going to teach you the secret behind it. So it's still online, it's still live. You can go away from today and amaze all your friends with this trick, have some fun with it. but then I want to talk about some of the principles behind it and how I think they apply to suspending the disbelief of a modern audience so that they actually believe in the magic that we're trying to do. So what you're going to see is some hidden camera footage of a girl doing the trick on her friend. She's trying to convince her friend that she's found a website that tests whether you're psychic or not. So it was Christmas time, hence the Christmas tree, and this is the girl showing her friends the psychic website that she found.
Welcome to the Paramodule 4 Enhanced Perception Testing. In this section of the video, you will be asked to make some decisions based on the 5 right: the circle, the cross, the wavy lines, the square, and the star. In each instance of this experiment, Ivan Leonov will be transmitting to you one of the shapes, randomly predetermined by our scientist. For best results, an assistant should control the environment and record the results. It is advised that you sit 6 feet from the screen and allow your mind to become receptive to this video now. Look at the 5 symbols as they are arranged on the table. Ivan is transmitting the thought of one of you. This video will pause to give the transmission time to take effect. Please say out loud the name of the symbol that you feel mentally drawn to. Press play to continue.
Square.
Either square. Only 20% of people are successful on this first attempt. Move on to test 2.
20% people are successful, so it could have been a guess.
Once more, Ivan is going to transmit one of the 5 shapes to you. The probability of you being correct twice in a row is only 4%. Concentrate now. Please say out loud the name of the symbol that you feel drawn to in your mind.
The cross.
Press play to continue. The incorrect shapes will now be removed, leaving only the mentally transmitted shape, the cross. If you've been successful once more, then you may possess a potential for enhanced perception. Please continue on to test 3.
Oh, down on my mum's life, I swear to God.
In this test, there's only one shape used. It is being transmitted to you now. Is it the circle, the cross, the wavy lines, the square, or the star? Please say out loud the name of the symbol that you feel mentally drawn to and press play to continue.
The wavy lines, maybe not right at all.
If you were thinking of the wavy lines, congratulations. The likelihood of being correct is less than 1%. You may possess a natural psychic ability.
So the secret is that the girl who's showing her friend is actually in on the trick. She knows the secret behind the trick, which I'm going to share with you now, so you can do it on your friends too. And she's actually secretly coding to the program which star sign her friend is saying. So whichever star sign her friend says, she's actually she's coding to the program, and the program then plays one of the 5 bits of video which reveal the correct answer. And the way that that's coded is actually, if we can run the other bit of video, so it's the friend that's doing it. She's actually in on the secret. She's been taught the secret through the online video, which we have as well, where the 2 magicians behind it who are in the video, Barry and Stuart, explain to you how it's done. And it's all done through the play button. So the play button is actually split up into 5 sections. And depending on which shape they choose, that then decides which corner you click on. So it's easy to remember because corner 1 is the circle, because that's a single line, 1 line. Across is 2 lines, 3 wavy lines, 4 sides of a square, and 5 points of a star. So that's all you're doing, is you're just using the mouse to click on the right section of the play button, and then we've got 5 different bits of video which then play based on that clicking premise. Does that all make sense? Yeah? So as I said, there's an online video as well, and I'll be tweeting the link to it if you follow me on Twitter, and I'll put it on my Facebook as well, and I'll send you guys the link as well so you can put it on the crossover site, so you can all have fun with that and freak out your friends and make them think they're psychic. So just to wrap up, the question was posed, how does a magician cope in the digital age? And I think what I try to do is I embrace it. We use those digital technologies, the fun stuff that's now possible, to incorporate that and use that in the story of the magic tricks that we're now doing. And for me, it was interesting listening to the other talks this afternoon about how story is behind what all of us in this room are doing. Because for me, the great magic tricks that get people talking and amaze people, and I'm fortunate I get to, I work with people like Dynamo and David Blaine and Penn and Teller and Darren, and also get to work behind the scenes with filmmakers and storytellers who want to incorporate magic in the stuff they're doing. I've just been working with Mark Gatiss and Stephen Moffat on Sherlock's Fall for Series 3, and I can't tell you why, but we've got some interesting stuff. So what's fascinating to me is kind of how a great story, a great plot, a great premise will drive an audience through that. And even when you're watching it as a filmmaker or someone doing digital stuff who gets immersed in something that really engages with you, you forget the editing, you forget the storytelling, you forget the sets, you forget the costumes, all that stuff falls away and you just enjoy it and you're immersed in it. And for me, when I see a great magic trick, I forget that I'm a magician and I forget the secrets behind stuff. And it's the plot, it's the premise, it's the engaging thing behind it that enables you to miss all that stuff. The idea of being able to teach someone how to be psychic is such an engaging thing, or the ability to be able to walk on water, or the classic tricks of a magician putting somebody inside a box and then sticking swords through them and cutting them. That's about immortality. That's about, at a deeper level, that's about something that we all wish were true. People who are able to float and levitate, those are all things that we all dream about and aspire to. So the American magician Teller, who's the silent half of Penn and Teller, who's a magical genius, and I've worked with him a few times, he has a great quote. He says, "The core of a successful magic trick is an interesting and beautiful idea that taps into something that you'd like to have happen." And for me, that's kind of the secret behind how we, in the 21st century, magicians can still get an audience to suspend their disbelief. And for me, in everything, in all my projects, away from magic as well, in terms of program making, film making, the story is the key. That story is the most important thing behind everything, and that's kind of the big secret I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for listening.